I'm Amanda, and this is Not Your Granny's Quilt Show. Hey, everybody, welcome to today's episode. I am so happy to present to you Kishanna Bousselaire, also known as Black Girl Magic Quilting on Instagram and YouTube. I've just loved Kishanna's work. She makes some really cool stuff. She loves Ruby Star, which same girl. And she's been making some really fun projects with scraps and just different fussy cuts of different, fun fabrics, ornaments and Christmas quilts. And she also makes sample quilts and quilts them for Zachariah over at Sewlarium in Portland, Oregon, which Zachariah is a friend of the pod. So go check him out. Go check out his shop and go check out Kiki's work at his shop. And yeah, we just chat all about, the projects that Kiki likes to do and just how fun QuiltCon has been for her and how excited we both are for QuiltCon coming up in like a month. So soon. Anyway, I'm excited for you guys to hear this conversation and get to know more about Kishanna and check out her Instagram page and her YouTube channel. Those are linked below, so check those out. And I will just let us get into this conversation. Hi, Kishanna. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so excited to meet you.
I am too. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, I've been aware of your work ever since I talked with Zachariah from Sewlarium
hmm
because I saw that you do some of the quilts for his shop. And so I was like, I need to know this girl because your work is incredible. So I'm really excited to get to learn all about it.
Yeah, it's a funny story behind me and Zach. Zach is like one of my closest friends in the Pacific Northwest. So when I moved here, I was like, oh, let me just do like a meetup with like crafty people.
Yeah.
And so I met him there, but I really didn't know him. And so when he opened his quilt shop, I was a part of the guild. I'm part of the Portland Modern Quilt Guild.
Mm,
And they did a blast on Instagram saying, like, oh, go support our local quilt shop. So, which I did. And it was like in December or January where it was like really cold, snowing,
hmm
icy outside, but I still went. And then we were just chatting it up because I'm very like talkative. And he slid in my DMs. He was like, I think I know you. And I was like, really? I was like, from where? He was like, oh, did you go to like a coffee shop and like did like crafts and stuff? And I was like, oh yeah. And he was like, that's how we know each other.
Oh my gosh.
And so like months went by, and I was in California. Like, it's a funny story too. Like, I was taking my grandmother to the casino because she doesn't have any cartilage in her knees anymore. So
Oh my
I
gosh.
push her around to, be a good granddaughter.
Yeah.
And he called me. He was like, oh, can you do a quote for me for my shop? And I was like, yeah. I was like, when do you want it by? And he was like, oh, it really doesn't matter. I just need it done. But since I knew him, I was like, you know what? Let's just make out a deal because I like helping people. So I
hmm
was just like, where he doesn't, because I knew he didn't have like a lot of money to like pay the stipend of like, for a full blown quote to be made. So we
Yeah.
just made out a deal. And like ever since then, I just been making quotes for him. So our most popular one that we did a collab on was the Drip by
hmm
Tara. And that one was epic because Teddy and the Bears, it
Yeah.
was jamming. I got a lot of likes off of that one. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And like some people they're like, oh, I'm scared of like curves. I'm just like, nope, I'm doing it. Let's see if
Yeah.
it's gonna come out right. And it was really like awesome and it came out beautiful. And I actually saw Tara at QuiltCon in Arizona, and she told me that like she really liked my post and she reposted. And also Sarah Watts, she reposted me too. So I was just
Ooh.
like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. So I was like, yeah. So, and me and Zach been friends ever since. So I support him in his store because I want him to stay in business. So
Yeah.
everybody go support him at Sewlarium in Portland. But yeah, Zach is awesome. He is so talented. You should give
Yeah.
him another interview because he has so much to tell.
I
Yeah.
know. I would like I have
Hmm.
a few people on my list that I'm like, I really want to talk to them again because I feel like now that we've
Hmm.
talked once, like it like the next conversation will be even better and he's like on my list.
Hmm.
So I just had so much
Yeah.
fun chatting with him and yeah, like I haven't been to Portland in a while, but next time I go, I'm like, I really want to go. Like I'm like what do they say Idaho's like the redheaded stepchild of the Pacific
Oh yeah.
Northwest. So I'm like,
Yeah.
um I'm going to pretend I'm a Pacific Northwester until I have to say where I'm from. And then I'm like, oh, sorry.
Well, we'll take you in. We'll take you in. Long
Yeah.
as you keep it weird, I guess you can be part of Portland.
Yeah, sure.
Oh my gosh,
That's
Portland
so
is a
funny.
character all by itself.
I
But
know.
Portland is good though. Portland is very like, believe it or not, like Portland is very crafty people, like
Hmm.
very talented people from like just from painting, sewing, garment sewing, quilting. We have
Yeah.
so many people in our back door. Like we have Betty Crocker, we have Megan, then come June is here. We
Hmm.
have like so many great talented like artists here. And I was just like, wow, like because I'm originally from California, but I wasn't really into
Okay.
quilting when I was in LA.
Hmm.
And then when I came here, I started to learn more and more. And I was like, oh my God, like we have like legit people that's here, like
Yeah.
that I could like go buy her pattern like from Modern Domestic.
Yeah.
And I
I know,
actually went to
right?
some of her open houses and she's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So cool. Yeah. There's so much good fabric there. And like, oh, so fun. Every time I go, I'm
Hmm.
like, okay, where's the new fabric shop I need to find? Like,
Yeah.
but it's been a while, like I said. But yeah, I definitely have a list of like places and people to visit next time I go. So I'm like, it's gonna be
Hmm.
fully only sewing trip. So I just need to
Yeah.
put that in place. But anyway, well, I mean, you do so much, but like, how did you even get into quilting and sewing in the first place?
Well, I have a two part. So the first one is that I had sewing in eighth grade. We had
Mm,
home economics. So I took that for a semester and I got into sewing. But no one in my family didn't know how to sew and we didn't have a sewing machine. So
mhm,
it just kind of left me. And then in 2016, I met my husband, but then was my boyfriend. He
mhm.
asked me like, "Oh, what hobbies do you have?" And I was telling him like, "Oh, all the hobbies I have." But I was like, "You know what? I really would like to get into sewing because I did it in eighth grade." And
Yeah.
then when that Christmas came, he surprised me with a Singer sewing machine.
Oh,
And I made him like this Star Wars little throw blanket and I made him like throw pillows and can you hear me? Because I think
yeah.
my earbud okay. And oh sorry. So I was just making like pajama pants, very simple stuff. And then I met my friend Jackie. She was teaching at Joanne's, REP Joanne's.
Yeah.
Uh, but she was teaching she was teaching a quilt class there. And I was like, what are you doing? She was like, oh, I'm a quilt teacher. And I was like, oh, I was like, well, I want to learn how to quilt. So she
Yeah.
gave me like this very simple pattern to do. It was just like rectangles and like squares and it was just like a like basically like a crazy block sort of and I
Mm,
did that. I still have it. It's just like a little baby blanket that I did and from there I just did not stop and I was just like and when I really got into like sewing is when I met my friend Janet at Modern Domestic
mm.
and we were like picking up the same fabrics and I
Oh,
was like, "Oh, we're like we have like the same fabrics, but what are you doing with yours?" And she
yeah.
was like, we started chatting and then she showed me a picture and I was like, "Oh my God, you live in Vancouver?" And she was like, "Yeah." And then believe it or not, like we live down the street from each other, right?
Oh,
And that's when she told me about QuiltCon. And then I started
oh,
Googling QuiltCon and I was like, and I told my husband about it, and I was like, I want to go. He was like, you should go. And I was like, but it's all the way in Atlanta. I don't have no quilt friends like that. I'll just be walking around by myself.
yeah.
And he was like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. I will pay for both of you guys, me and my friend Alexis that live in California, Northern Cal,
Hmm.
and you guys gonna go to Atlanta. So we went to Atlanta, and when I tell you I had the best time of my life, oh my gosh. Like it was just like vendors on vendors with fabric on fabric and designers that I never even heard of. And everybody was just so like bubbly and friendly. And I was just like, oh, it was just like a sensory overload. And I
Yeah.
was just enjoying like every minute, right?
Hmm.
And then the following year, I did not go to that one because I was in Raleigh, but I didn't go to that one. But I went to Arizona. And
Yeah.
that's when I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take full advantage of Arizona because Ruby Star Society, they do a theme every day, right?
Yeah.
Thursday through Saturday.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just gonna go big. Big or
Hmm.
go home, right? With all my outfits.
Yeah.
And when I tell you it was a hit among QuiltCon with
Yeah.
like the big sleeves and like my just like jump shoe, and then I put like my little logo, which I don't have no business, but like I just put Black Girl Magic Quilting on there with like
Yeah.
a girl with like an afro on the back, and I put like I made my own earrings. I was just doing the most.
Yeah. I saw you there because I was in Phoenix too. I saw you
Yeah.
there and I was like, I don't, well, and I saw your post afterwards and I was just like, oh
Uh-huh.
my gosh, okay. So you've been like on my list of like somebody to talk to because I just like
Yeah.
keep seeing you pop up over and over and
Hmm.
like, yeah, I saw your outfits. I made a caftan for like the caftan
Uh-huh.
day and so I
Yeah.
wore that. But yeah, it's just like so much fun and like yeah, your outfits were so good and
Yeah.
like I love your videos of like their little like catwalk that they made. They're so it's
Yeah.
just so fun. Yeah.
It was just
So,
so much fun. So
yeah.
I'm really looking forward to like next year, because I'm actually going to QuiltCon in February. So that's gonna be
Yeah.
exciting. And I have some stuff up my sleeve that I'm gonna do. Probably have like 4 items I'm gonna show off for QuiltCon.
Ooh.
So I was like, "Ooh, I might give you exclusive today because I made actually one of them for you
Oh
to
my
see."
gosh. Yes. Yeah. Sneak peek. Oh my
A
gosh. I'm
sneak peek.
excited. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to be there too. So I'll get to see you.
Yeah.
That'll be so fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I don't know what I'm going to make yet. And I'm like, time is
Well,
ticking.
I know time is ticking. Like we only have like what, a little bit, maybe 5 weeks until
Yeah.
QuiltCon.
Hmm.
So yeah, we have to get on it. But like I feel like all quilter swords are procrastinators. Like we
Yeah.
just take we do it at the last minute. That's what I did
Yeah.
last year. Like, well, not last year, but yeah, last
Yeah.
year I did it at the last minute. And
Me too.
the thing is, the key to everything that I do, I never make anything from scratch. I
Mm.
just improvise on things that I already have that I buy from the store. And then I
Yeah.
just put like a patch right here, sticker right there, or whatever what I want to do, make my own laces to
Oh.
my shoes. Like my jumpsuit, I just got that from Amazon. And I
Oh.
just made the sleeve myself.
Okay.
So I took the sleeves off, put new sleeves on. I did the pockets. I took off the pockets, made new pockets with the fabric of Ruby Star, and then
Yeah.
also at the bottom cuff, I just made my own cuffs.
Hmm.
And for the Jan Hewitt dress that I wore the first day for the
Yeah.
Spirit Day, that one was just like a random dress of for like McCall or something. I did
Mm.
make that one from scratch, but the
Yeah.
caftan I bought that from like I think Amazon too, and I just put like drawstrings on the side to like
Yeah.
kind of give a little flair. And I
Yeah.
made my own earrings out of fabric with the big hoops. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think like if you want to go the easy way where you just don't feel comfortable making garments, you could always just do patches or, some people do EPP, like little
Hmm.
patches on their jeans or jean jackets. And
Yeah.
I really like that. I like how you see all these creative ideas. Like we all using the same fabrics, but it's like a million ways everybody is using it. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, wow, I never thought I could use that fabric that way. So I'm like,
Right.
oh, maybe next time I could do that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so inspiring. Like I was literally just talking to my sister because she's gonna come
Hmm.
this time. She hasn't ever been. She's like she's made a few quilts, but she's like not ever been to QuiltCon. And so it's
Hmm.
like me, my mom, my brother and sister-in-law who live in South Carolina are gonna come.
Hmm.
And so it's gonna
Oh,
be like a whole
nice.
thing. But
Hmm.
I was telling my sister, I was like, I'm freaking out because I don't feel inspired. Like I don't know what I'm gonna make
Hmm.
to wear. And she was like, listen, you're gonna get inspired at QuiltCon. And
Yeah.
I was like, I know, but like, I want to wear something there. She's like, girl, you have so much shit you've already made. Just like wear the stuff you already have. And I was like, oh
Yeah.
yeah. But I also like I have a denim jacket that I've been like adding
Mhm.
patches to and like started
Mhm.
at QuiltCon in Raleigh
Yeah.
last time in
Uh-huh.
2024 because that was like the make and take out the Ruby Star booth was to like cut out
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
fabric patches and like stitch them. So I like started
Mhm.
that and I keep adding more. I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
I could add more to that, and like, okay. And now you're saying that I'm like, duh, you can just like do so much with like ready-made stuff and like
Oh yeah, you totally can.
stuff that's already in your closet, or you can like even thrift things and then modify them
Mhm.
and you don't feel so bad because I paid, $5 for that pair of jeans. I didn't pay $75 and like I
Exactly.
don't feel like I'm ruining it. So
Yeah. And
that's
then when
what
you're done with them, they are $75 because you put all this nice fabric on it and your own
exactly
design. See?
exclusive,
Exclusive.
limited edition.
That.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. Well, and
I
that's
know,
like what's
right?
so fun is like you're saying everybody's using like similar fabrics and stuff. Not everybody,
Hmm.
but it's
Yeah.
just so different. And I died because in Phoenix, somebody made the same exact caftan I did. And I just like
Hmm.
wasn't sure. I was wearing the same colors as Melody Miller because she or not
Hmm.
colors, but same fabric, different colors. And so we took a picture because I was like, this
Hmm.
is so funny. And then we were
Hmm.
walking in at the same time as this other lady, and she had the same exact fabric as my captain. And I was like, what? And people were like, oh, did you guys plan this together? And we're like, we never did that. So it was just like it's
That's
just so
funny.
fun to like bump into people and meet new people all the time because it's like
Hmm.
you have that thing in common. I mean, you have sewing and quilting in common,
Yeah.
obviously, but like those like little smaller details, the finer details of like, oh my God, we have the
Hmm.
same taste. Oh, I never thought to do it with
Yeah.
that fabric. And it's like,
Hmm.
it's okay to like walk up to, it's like encouraged to walk up to people and ask them about the things that they've made. Cause it's
Oh
like,
yeah.
everybody's in there stunting, like they brought
Hmm.
their A game, they made their
Yep.
stuff. They're like the people who make full gowns. I'm just like,
Oh
I'm in
yeah.
awe, I'm like, "Ugh, somebody make me a dress. No, like I can do it myself. I'm just lazy, but it's fine.
Like, no, it's a whole vibe. Like, I just told a friend, I was like, QuiltCon is like a runway show.
It is.
Everybody is like showing off. Everybody want
Yeah.
to show their makes from like even like the smallest thing, like from a scrunchie on your hair,
Mm-hmm.
a bandana or something, from shoes to
Mm-hmm.
socks to jeans, like every little thing that you could think of, people are doing it. And I'm
Yeah,
just like, oh my gosh. Like
I know.
I get so inspired. I was like, oh, what can I make this time? Oh, what did I see that I really like? Like I know my first con in Atlanta, she's called Grape Soda on Instagram, but her name is
Yeah.
Un.
Yeah.
She had on quilted shoes, and that was my first time ever seeing those, and I was blown away. I was like, "Wait, how did you?" And then she told me the website that she went on to like get them, and I was just like, I never made any shoes yet, but I wanted to. But I
Mm-hmm.
just like improvised my own shoes that I already have. So, and I was just like, I was blown away. I was like, but I bought the kit, I just haven't done it yet. I should
Yeah.
do it, but
Yeah.
life be life, and sometimes where you're just like way too busy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I know. I keep seeing everybody's shoes that they've made, and I'm like,
Hmm.
that would be so cool.
Yeah.
But
This
yeah.
lady like from my guild, she took the class with what is her name? I forgot. But she did all her shoes in EPP. And I
Oh
was just
my
like,
God.
it's like small little hexies and they're so beautiful. And I was
Mm.
just like, oh, I wish I could do that. I have like little hexies that I've been making for like over a year. So I'm like, maybe I could just use those and like make some shoes out of it.
Yeah. I mean, you might as well.
Yeah.
You've got them, right? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I have done exactly one small, tiny project of EPP, and I was like,
Hmm.
that's enough for me.
See, the thing is, how I got into EPP is because a friend of mine's, Kelly, she was like, "Oh, Kiki, you should do EPP with me for Tula." And I was like,
Mm,
"No, Tula patterns look so intense
I
that I was
know.
like, I don't know if I want to do that." And then I was like, she was like, "Okay, well, just start off with doing like the little flower hexies, right?"
Hmm.
And then my husband, he's like, "Well, you want to watch the football game with me or the basketball game?" And I'm like, I just want to sit there just not doing anything because I'm not really into it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, it's a great project just to sit there with your husband watching a movie or a football game and just like hand sew. And
Yeah.
then believe it or not, like you have like probably like 10 of those things made before like the movie is over or like the football game is over.
Hmm.
So I think, and then I actually do the EPP like on my lunch break too,
Oh, okay.
just to break up my day. Like I go into my lab because I'm a chemist.
Oh,
So
okay.
like when I'm on my break, I'm like I just need like something to just get my mind off of work, just to do something fun. So
Hmm.
I do like a little EPP while I'm like in the car just eating lunch,
Yeah.
and it's like really nice, very
Yeah.
therapeutic. Yeah,
Yeah. I've heard that. And it's like so portable too, which I think is
yeah,
so
it
cool
is.
because it's like you're just doing
Mhm.
little bits at a time and hand sewing and yeah. I probably
Yeah.
I think I'm just like too impatient, you know? And like sewing is
Yeah.
my job, so I like
Oh yeah.
I almost like have to do something else in the evenings because I'm like all I've done all day is like sew and
Mhm.
quilt. So I'm like, how about I try something else? So when I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll try something once. Like if I'll try almost anything once just to like have tried it or like see
Mhm.
if I might like it. And
Yeah.
um
Mhm.
anyway, but I admire it because I just think it's so cool and you can make like the coolest shapes out of it because you're piecing
Oh
everything
yeah.
like, you know, by
Mhm.
hand and individually and on,
Yeah.
you know, on the forms. So that's like really cool. The templates, I mean, not the forms, but that's
Yeah.
really fun.
No,
But
I know what you meant.
okay, good. It's like I say the wrong word all the time and I'm
Yeah,
like, I don't know. You know what I mean, hopefully, because
yeah. Yeah. I get it.
my brain is
Yeah.
broken. I say too many like sewing and quilting words all day and I start to jumble
Mhm.
them up and I'm like, I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
You're right. But like, but you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
please tell
Yeah.
me you understand my gibberish
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
my brain
No, I totally
hurts.
get it. That's how
Yeah.
I am like the end of like my day work. I was just like end of work, I'm just like, oh my God, I'm just so exhausted. I just want to do anything that I don't have to think. And sometimes I just like either sitting at a sewing machine or just like hand sewing. Because I'm just like, I don't want to think about anything.
Hmm.
Because my brain is just like fried at that point at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But yes, but sewing is really good for that too, though. Like just to
Hmm.
like be by yourself in your craft room or studio and just like either watch like Netflix or something
Hmm.
and just like you just zone out, and you really
Yeah.
you don't think about anything. You're just thinking about like what's in front of you, and then you like, oh, I'm done for the day. I'm done for the night. All right, time to go to bed or
Yeah.
do something else. And
Yeah.
so I really enjoy like sewing and being in my craft room, creating things. Like I'm like it's so funny because some people are like, because majority of people that like quilt or sew, I feel like they're introverts.
Hmm.
But for me, I'm like in the middle where I'm like I'm an introvert, but I also could be an extrovert where I could
Yeah.
just talk to anybody and walking down the street and I just like have a whole phone blue conversation with these people. Like I've been knowing these people for the last like 5 years.
Yeah.
And they're like, wow, like how do you do that? I'm like, I don't know, but I know how to like be an introvert too, where I could just be by myself, chilling, sewing, just doing my
Hmm.
own thing. And I really enjoy that because I met so many people like in a quilting community, just like either online, QuiltCon, a fabric store, or a quilt shop. And I think that's what like really makes me thrive, like just want to create things and like communicate with people, like just have that similarity with you.
Yeah.
Um that you share. Because it's like I learned so many things like from my friend Janet, Kelly, and Sally. And like I would never learn like foundation paper piecing if it wasn't for them. I would have never learned like English paper piecing. I haven't
Hmm.
really got into embroidery stitching because I know they really love like that Sue Spargos lady.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like I haven't really got into that. I feel like that's a little too intense for me right now. But
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I like it's just so many things that people introduced me to, and I was just like, oh, I really enjoy this, and I really love just talking to people and like uplifting people. I be sliding people in DMs, be like, hey girl, how you doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they, or like, oh, I like your quilt, like, oh, I like the colors that you chose, or something like that. And I just
Yeah.
like it's just so funny because like my other friend Kelly, I actually met her when me and my husband was on vacation in Houston, Texas.
Oh, really?
And yeah, and like we were at Split Pea. She's located in Huntsville, Texas. And we just started talking in a quilt shop. And we exchanged like Instagrams, and to this day, and I've been like almost 3 years ago that we like still talk to each other and still
Yeah.
like, talk about quilts and like, oh, how you doing? And, just stuff like that. And I'm just like, those are like the relationships that I really cherish because I wasn't even
Mhm.
expecting to have that relationship.
Yeah.
So it was just, it's really fun. It's really exciting just to meet new people that live different parts of the world or different parts of the country. And I'm just like, oh, wow, okay. Like, I think I met this one lady at QuiltCon. I think she was from Australia. And I
Oh,
was like,
wow.
oh, wow, you came all the way to QuiltCon from Australia? Like, I
Yeah.
was really impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun. Like, it's fun that we can be so connected, like through online community and like find
Hmm.
people that have similar tastes to us just by like scrolling around and checking stuff out. Like, I love
Hmm.
that so much. And like, yeah, you just like randomly meet people because like I talk about what I do all the time. I'm like, that's how is
Hmm.
anybody going to find me if I don't ever talk about it? And like, yeah, I have a
Yeah.
business. Yeah, I'm a quilter. Yeah, I do this. Like, I
Hmm.
mean, even at the coffee stand, if they're like, oh, what are you doing today? I'm like, oh, working. And they're like, oh, what are
Hmm.
you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm a
Yeah.
quilter. I make quilts. And they're like, what? They're
Yeah.
always like so impressed. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
look at my Instagram. And like,
Yeah.
I'm like so obnoxious
Right?
about it. But I've like gotten new clients that way or like met new people that way or
Yeah.
like get invited to do
Hmm.
things that way. And so I think it's
Yeah.
like, it is kind of like that mix. Like I can isolate, I can sit in my studio and sew for hours and hours
Hmm.
by myself.
Hmm.
And it is, I think that is kind of something that I've seen come up for people is like they've realized how isolating sewing and quilting can be. And so they're like looking for
Hmm.
more like
Yep.
in-person community or even just like,
Hmm.
getting online with people socially to like get together. But I think it is like when you're a creative, like you need that space, that alone time to like think about
Hmm.
what you're doing and like focus and not have
Yeah.
anybody like disrupt your like flow of
Hmm.
moving forward on your idea and like trying stuff out. But then it's like, okay, now I want to talk to people. I want to show everybody what I'm doing.
Yeah. Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
no, I totally get that because like a lot of people, I feel like they kind of like don't fully immerse themselves in like the quilting like community where like put themselves out there because they're so shy. And
Hmm.
so what I try to do is just like a couple of people are like, oh, I want to go to QuiltCon, but I'm going to walk by myself. I'm going to walk around by myself and I don't want to do that.
Uh-uh.
And I was like, well, if you see me, come up to me and we'll walk around together and we go shopping together or like go have lunch together or dinner, or we could just sit there at the table and just chit chat and like hand sew. And,
Yeah.
if you're getting tired or whatever. Cause
Yeah.
don't like, if it wasn't for my husband like pushing me to go, I would never went. And I'm just like, because I was like, I don't want to go by myself.
Right.
But I feel like people need to just get out of their shell. And it's like
Mhm.
really hard to do sometimes, but I
Yeah.
think the reward is way better once you do it. You'd be like, okay, I
Yeah.
can do this. I did it and I had so much fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's like so much stuff to do and like yeah, there's so many other people walking around. Like
Mhm.
people will swoop you into their little group that they create.
Mhm.
Like,
Oh yeah.
and in Phoenix, I was there with friends, and so I was like, we were kind of together, but it was like we all kind of would end up splitting up at some point, like talking to random people, and then we'd like
Mhm.
eventually find each other
Mhm.
again. And so it's just so easy to like get into conversations and to find people that you know or
Mhm.
that you've seen online and you're just like, oh my gosh, are you so and so? And they're like, yeah,
Yeah.
totally. And then it's like, oh, there's your new QuiltCon bestie. Like it
Mhm.
is really so easy because everybody's there for like the same thing. And like,
Yeah.
and it's not just QuiltCon. I know like other things are like that too. It's just like taking the effort to kind of yeah, get out there and be
Yeah.
okay with going by yourself because and I
Mhm.
know like a big trip across the country can be like a little scary to be like I'm going to go
Yeah.
all by myself to this thing
Yeah.
and but at the same time it can be like a magical thing because it's like you're doing something for yourself and you're
Mhm.
putting yourself amongst people who love what you love,
Yeah.
and ultimately you're gonna find somebody who
Oh yeah.
is like on your level. Be like
Mhm.
you're on the same page with them, and you know, you can just like buddy up and have a good time. And
Yeah.
so I'm like super looking forward to it. I'm dragging my husband with me this time too. So
Oh. Oh
yeah,
wow.
I'm like,
That's gonna be very interesting.
you're gonna film my content for me while we're he's like, okay, yeah, I'll help you film. I'm like,
Have
okay,
your
great.
videographer.
Yeah. I'm like,
Oh my
I
gosh.
need your help. He's like, okay, I'll come. Yeah, I'm excited. But I long armed a couple quilts that got into QuiltCon. So I'm excited to
Oh,
see them hanging, and I
nice.
don't
That's
know.
exciting.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like one of my goals is like to create something that can hang in QuiltCon. But I look like at some of these people quilts and I'm just like, I can never do anything like that.
I know,
I'm
right?
like, I'm just like, how do they do that? Like, how do they just come up with those ideas, bring it to
Hmm.
life on a quilt? And I was just like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
like, mine's will probably look like little, you know how like in elementary you just do like the stick figures?
Yeah.
That's how my
Uh,
quote would probably look. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to, they probably like reject.
no. You
But
never
I
know
don't know.
though, like some of the stuff that I mean, obviously everything that gets in is like there's and everything that gets rejected too. It's always just like, are you kidding me? But
I know.
also like how are you supposed to have thousands and thousands of quilt in a place that can only
Hmm.
host like a few
Hmm.
hundred? It's
Yeah.
it's tricky, it's hard, and like I never would have submitted anything on my own. It was just that people
Hmm.
just happened to ask me to long arm for them, and they
Hmm.
submitted their quilts, and so they got in. And I was like, oh shit, okay, cool.
Right.
Actually, I was
Look
like
at
jumping up and
you.
down and like screaming a little bit, but it's
Hmm.
fine. And then texting
Right.
everybody, know, like, guess what?
Because in instance, like you're like the you know how you go to the Oscars and they win for best dress? No, not best dress, but the costume
Oh
designer.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So you're kind of like that because you're like bringing their whole thing together, you know?
yeah, yeah. It's like I'm not
Yeah.
in the
So you got
movie,
to win
but
too.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I get
So
it.
we'll
That's
see.
exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that and like have my family with me to see it at the same time.
Hmm.
So it'll be
Yeah.
interesting. But have you ever wanted to enter any other quilt shows? Because I know like QuiltCon's like it's such a big deal, but like have
Hmm.
you ever entered anything into any other quilt shows?
I have not, but I think probably this year, they have the Clark County quilt show where you can
Hmm.
enter that one. So maybe I'll probably do something like that.
Mm,
Start off small and
yeah.
then work my way up maybe to like
Yeah.
Road to California or something and then
Ooh,
QuiltCon or something. I don't know.
yeah.
But I have to really like dig deep to like
Hmm.
get this creative side of like because like to me when people do like scrappy quilting, to
Yeah.
me in my mind it looks so messy. Like it's
Oh,
because I like the straight lines and everything needs to look nice.
yeah.
But like overall, it's a beautiful quilt when it's scrappy. But to me, it just looks like it doesn't really fit. I don't know. It's just something
Yeah.
about my brain that needs to be like perfect in
Hmm.
lines, straight lines, and all that stuff. So, but I don't know like what design I will come up with to say like, oh yeah, let me like enter this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see how those people come up with that type of stuff. Like I'm like, how do they do it? And I
I
bet you
know.
like some of these people are probably like engineers or something, or like artists. They have an artist background because
Yeah.
majority of quilters, I feel like the ones I met are in like STEM. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like they have that background to just like play with figures and know how to like how stuff is gonna look. For
Right.
me, I'm like I'm in STEM, but like I'm not that type of like creative person where I can be like, oh yeah, I could do this and this and this and this and bring all of it together and it makes it look so cool.
Yeah.
Like I could make somebody else pattern look very beautiful, but I don't think I can make my own.
Yeah, I bet you could.
Yeah.
I know. I was like, when you were
Yeah.
like, "Oh, they're in STEM," I'm like, "Aren't you in STEM?" Like, you just said you were a chemist.
No, no, no.
Like,
Well, yeah, but like I feel like engineers they just have like this. They just see shapes and like all type of little things. Like I listened
yeah,
to people when they were talking. They were like they see designs that we don't see like out in the wild. They were like,
yeah,
oh, I see like this. picture on this wall like outside, and now I can like break that apart and I can make this. And I'm just like, for me, I'm like, I just see a wall.
Yeah. You're like, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's why I long arm because I'm like, I can make other people's patterns. I'm like, I'm good at that. Like my skills are good. I just am not, yeah, I'm kind of like, I'm not I don't know. I don't like see stuff and go, oh, I could make that a quilt. Like I
Yeah.
see things and I go, oh, that could be a cool quilt, but I'm not like thinking how it could happen. I'm not like I don't like plan it
Yeah.
out and try to figure out how to make it work. Whereas like my mom is like that. So
Mhm.
being around her, I'm like, I feel so
Mhm.
inadequate because she'll just like see some fabrics. She's like, oh, I can turn that into a quilt. And I'm like, how? And then like, a few hours later, there's like a quilt top
Yeah.
coming together. And I'm like, what is happening right now? So
Right. You
yeah,
just have to love those type of people
I
because
know
they just have like that thing. They
it's,
have that it
yeah,
factor.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a special kind of magic that I'm like, I don't know, but I love it because
Mhm.
it's how we get awesome quilts. And
Mhm.
yeah, but I think you're right. I think a lot of people, it's like, I talk to so many quilters and I'm like, oh, what do what's your day job? And they're like, oh, I'm an engineer. Oh, I'm like,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a nurse. I'm a registered nurse. Oh, I'm a nurse practitioner. Or like, oh, I do civil engineering. I do mechanical engineer. Oh, I'm a
Yeah.
doctor. I'm like, oh, okay. Wow.
Mhm.
I was like, just like listening to some of these people, like Latifa, I
Yeah.
met, like, she's an engineer, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I would never thought she was an engineer, but now, like, I put two and two together. I'm like, oh yeah, I can see how she's an engineer now with her patterns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's wild.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Mm-hmm.
it's almost, I wonder too if it's almost like because there is so much creativity in STEM, and I think people like
Mm-hmm.
forget that. They're like, oh, it's not creative. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
bullshit. Yes, it is. But also, it's a different kind of creativity. And it's kind of restricted. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
so I wonder if like fabric and quilting is like just loose enough that it's like an outlet from that like rigidity. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I can see that. Like I remember I was in like modern domestic, and it's a quilt shop in Portland,
Hmm.
and I was just looking at like, because Rashida is like my favorite like designer, fabric designer. Like I
Yeah.
just love her. That's what I fell in love with her line Lanyard, and I was
Yes.
just like how she just put like things together.
Hmm.
And I don't know if Rashida's in STEM or not, but I was just like breaking her like pattern of her like fabrics down, and I was just like, how is she doing this? How is her
I
brain
know.
creating like all these beautiful like shapes, and like even the ladies with the big texture hair,
Oh, yeah.
and like, and you know how she do like the squiggly lines where they're making like these geometrical shapes,
Hmm.
and I'm just like, holy crap, like this lady is awesome. But
Yeah.
all the ladies off of Ruby Star is like awesome. And I just like,
Yeah.
as I get to learn them over the years, like I can like look at the fabric, and be like, oh yeah, that's Melody. Oh yeah, that's Alexa. Oh, that's Kim, or that's Rashida, or that's Sarah, because like they all have like this unique design to them,
Yeah.
which I
Hmm.
love. And I'm just like, thank God Melanie put all these ladies together, because as a team they do so well. Oh, and I can't forget Jen.
Oh, yeah.
Jen, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So, and they just all awesome, like how they do the collaborative lines and how they do the
Hmm.
individual lines. And I was just like, these ladies are really good, and I
Yeah.
hope like all of them like stick around, and I hope they just like branch out to like everywhere possible they could think of to like
Yeah.
just get their name out there.
I know. I love it.
Mhm.
I'm with you. Rashida is one of my top five. Like, I
Mhm.
love her stuff so much.
Mhm.
And yeah, I don't know if she's in STEM either. I want to know now.
I know, right?
Um, because yeah, her stuff is just so good. I mean, it's all, I mean,
Mhm.
I've always like ever since I learned about Ruby Star, even back when they were like before they were like through Moda and they were like through Cotton and
Mhm.
Steel, and it was like
Mhm.
I was newer into quilting and stuff like 27 2017, 2018. I
Mhm.
was like finding their stuff and I was like obsessed with it then.
Mhm.
And um so yeah, it's just been like fun to watch it all evolve, but it's still very them. Like even if I
Mhm.
like pull out because I have like some out of print stuff from back in the day that I've
Mhm.
been like hanging on to and
Yeah.
um I pull out and you can still tell it's like
Mhm.
they definitely all design with their own voice, but it's like so fun to see like what people do with it. And you've been doing like your freaking ornaments that you've been doing that you've been posting. I am like I'm
Oh
hooked
my god.
because they're so cute and they're so good and I'm just like, "Oh my God."
Oh my
The
gosh.
dedication is top notch
Every
because
little chance I get to make those little ornaments because like well this last year in December like we've been doing like home renovations. So I
mm,
couldn't put up like a Christmas tree or anything. So I was like, you know what? Next year I'm going way loud. I'm gonna start making all my ornaments, my stockings, my tree skirt, but I'm gonna
mhm,
make it all in like Ruby Star or like whatever fabrics
yes.
I love,
Hmm.
just to like make up for last year. And I think it's like Susie Quilts.
Hmm.
She started doing those. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, these are like really fun. And then like the fussy cutting you can do with it is like really good too. So I'm like, oh, this
Yeah.
is my jam. So every like maybe 30 to an hour, I'll like just sit down and just start doing those little ornament balls and they're so fun. Now my
Yeah.
friends are requesting me to like go over to their house and like, oh, maybe we should have like a little mini class. You teaching us how to do the little ornament balls. I'm like, sure.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, they're so
Yeah.
cute. And yeah, the fussy cutting is like so good for their fabrics, but then also
Hmm.
because those ornaments have that like featured center. I
Yeah.
love them. I was like, "Oh my gosh, I think I need to make some of these for my tree next year." Because
Yeah.
I mean, I already have too many ornaments for my tree because it has to
Right.
go in a corner, but
Hmm.
I'm like, "Oh, I want some of those because those are fun." And
They are fun and they are a good way to get rid of your scraps too.
yeah.
Especially if you're doing like a lot of like when I was because I'm doing like a lot of projects at once, right? So I'm doing ice cream soda, the EPP, and
Yes.
I'm doing a lot of fussy cutting with that too. So
Mhm.
I noticed that I'm like having like just say a fat quarter with like little holes in it everywhere, and I'm like, well, how can I use this
Yeah.
without
Yeah.
wasting it, because I don't want to waste it. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I could cut out like I could do the balls, the ornament balls, because they only require like a 2.5 by 2.5 square. So I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I could totally use this. Or like when I'm doing my EPP flowers, I could use those rest of that fabric too for that. So
Yeah.
that's what I've been doing. I actually took a class in Atlanta with what's her name? I think I think she passed away.
Oh,
I think her name is Carol or something. I know her name was Shaw. Her last name was Shaw or something like that.
okay.
And she taught a class at QuiltCon about sustainability,
Mm.
how to reuse your stuff and don't overbuy and stuff like that. So I always kept that like in the back of my head, not to like overbuy, which it didn't happen.
Sure, sure,
That's a
sure.
whole nother story. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I have like fabric that I'm probably never going to use in a lifetime.
Hmm.
I told my husband, like, anything happens to me, call my friend Janet. She will know exactly what to do with the fabric. She could sell it for you and give you some money.
Yeah.
Because it was like out of print stuff. And he was
Hmm.
like, are you serious, Kiki? I'm like, I'm dead serious. I'm like, in my New Yorker, I'm dead ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He's like he gets the crack out of me when I say stuff like that, but I'm like, I'm serious. Like people will buy this fabric for good money, okay?
Hmm. Like, don't
But
just
yeah,
throw it in the thrift.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. So yeah, so I try to like make sure I keep all my little scraps and
Hmm.
I'll like use them for like little things,
Yeah.
to make sure like I use it. And then if people like just ask for the scraps, I'll just give them to them. Like, oh, here goes
Yeah.
a bag. Just pay for shipment, and I'll
Yeah.
give it to you. Like that's what I do for like all the flannel. This past winter, this lady was like, oh, if you have like leftover flannel from like your quilts, like you can mail them to me, and I just mailed them to her because I was like,
Yeah.
why not? You know,
Right.
I'm not
It's
gonna
like,
use it; it's just sitting here.
exactly.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I think that's like there's like more than enough to go around. And like
Mhm.
if you're just sitting on a pile of scraps that you're never going to get to and somebody else could use them, like yeah, have them, it's
Yeah.
like and I like the idea because it's like you can buy new fabric, but it's like there is kind of an element to it of that sustainability. Like, what are you going to
Mhm.
actually do with all of it? And I
Yeah.
struggle with it all the time because it's like, of
Mhm.
course, I want all the new fabric all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I don't always get it because, I do have some
Mhm.
restraint, but then it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
once you've got scraps, it's like, oh, what do I do with this? And then that's when I'm like,
Mhm.
mom, help me because she knows like she can see stuff and she knows what to do with the scraps. And
Yeah.
I made a quilt a few years ago and there was like all these like, corners cut off from all the flying geese and like all the trimmings and
Mhm.
like extra, just extra fabrics from it. And she like turned it into so many different things. And I was like, what the heck?
Oh.
Like, I just never would have thought to make the stuff that she made. And like, she used a lot of
Yeah.
it to make she participated in the mini quilt swap at QuiltCon that
Oh,
year's
okay.
in
Yeah.
24. So she like entirely made her mini quilt out of all those scraps and like
Mhm.
she made the Idaho Star. So whoever got it,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
there's an Idaho Star block and so
Like
she
shout
loves
out
it.
to them.
Yeah, I'm like, congratulations, you got my fabric. It's beautiful. It's like it's from art gallery and
Yeah.
um some of my favorite. But anyway,
Mhm.
um yeah, I'm just like I always want to use my scraps. I'm just like I get stuck and but like those
Mhm.
ornaments are such a great way because it's like
Mhm.
they go together pretty similar. Like I've watched like tutorials on them and like
Mhm.
something similar and they do go together pretty quickly and easily. It's just
Yeah.
like sitting down to do it and
Yeah.
and it's not sewing, which it's like if you're tired of sewing, here's something you
Mhm.
can still do with your fabric, but you don't have to sit down and sew something new and like
Yeah.
you can like build something cool for, that will be hopefully hand me down someday, or
Right.
be given to family members in the future that they can
Yeah.
be like, oh, my auntie made these, or my grandma made
Yeah.
these, whatever. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I,
I don't think
but
my family would quite do that because I gifted probably a few like quilts, and I kid you not, like some of my family members don't even know where these quilts are at. I'm like, Granny, where's your quilt at? And she was like, oh, it's like it's in the closet, folded up, and or like, and I'm like, well, let me know where exactly I can go get it, if I can like
yeah.
see it. She didn't know it was not there.
Ugh,
And I was like, oh my God, Granny. But I still love her. But I was
you're
just
like, who
like,
has your quilt?
I know, right? I'm like, did you let the dog like mess it up or something and you're just not telling me? But
Hmm.
I think like some people when they're not actually doing it, they don't really appreciate it that like all
Yeah.
this time and effort went into it.
Yeah.
And money,
Hmm.
I'm like,
Hmm.
because this fabric out here is not cheap.
No,
I like sometimes this fabric, these stores that have you going broke.
for real.
I was like, oh my God. Like I was just like commenting on like Ruby Star with Rashida. Uh Poolside 2 is coming out. And I was like, oh my God, I just love the ladies with the sunglasses.
Hmm.
And then she's like coming out with LaFaux, I think that's called Lo-fi or something like
Oh,
that.
lo-fi.
Uh,
Yeah. Hmm.
yeah, and I'm just like, oh my God. I'm like, I just told myself I was gonna buy that much fabric, but now I'm like, I'm like, I cannot pass this one up. I can't pass that one up. I'm
I
like,
know.
Rashida, you got me in a chokehold, girl.
I know. Like, I don't, just take my paycheck. Like, I don't know.
Exactly. Just take it because, like, basically, it's going back to you guys. It's like it's good
Hmm.
for them because we are making them really rich, and they
Yeah.
probably love that we like support them in their art.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's crazy. Like buying fabric is crazy because you just can't buy like a little fat quarter. You gotta buy like at least a yard because you'd be like, well, you never know. I might use this again for another
Hmm.
project, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, and then yeah, it's a snowball effect after that.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I know. And it's so funny because I've got some fabric around that I'm like, I had bought so much of it because I was like, well, what if I need it for this and I don't want
Mhm.
to run out and da da da. Now I'm like, I'm still sitting on scraps and I'm like, oh my God,
Yeah.
like I don't think I can make another project with this fabric. I still love
Right.
it, and but it's just
Mhm.
like so much. And I'm like,
Mhm.
what else can I even do with this at this point?
I know.
Like it's in a quilt, it's on a pillow, it's in a scrunchie,
You're
it's
right.
on, I've made zippy pouches. I'm like, oh, what's, can I make a tank top? Like, I don't know. There's just like,
Yes.
you know, all
Oh
this
my
stuff
God.
I've done. And I'm like, but I get into those predicaments where I'm like, okay, I'll get a yard. And then I'm like, well, maybe 2 yards. And then it's
Yeah.
like, and then I'm
And then
still,
you'd be like, oh my God, this fabric is so good. I'm gonna buy like 5 yards because I'm gonna use that as my backing.
yeah,
And then like once you have like the quilt in your head that you want to do, you'd be like, nah, that's not the right backing. And now you have
yeah,
like 5 yards. I'm just
yeah,
like, like, oh my gosh. It's so, and
yeah,
then, and like, if a friend be like, oh, do you have this stuff? I'm like, sure, you could just have it, like, at this point, because
yeah,
I'm not going to use it.
right. It's like, ugh,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
definitely like gone overboard on certain fabric and then just like,
Hmm.
yeah, given it. I'm like, here you go. I just have
Yeah.
it. And they're like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. Money's
Yeah.
already gone. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I know, right? That's like the fabric that I really love that Rashida made was speckled, the like
Mm,
the army dark green one.
yes.
I bought a ton of that fabric because I was like, if she don't come out with this color again, at
I
least I have
know.
like 5 yards of this color and I can use it again and again. That's just like with Alexia. She has the starry, that
Mm-hmm.
new color with that army green and the stars are hot pink. Oh, that is my jam right there. That is
So
like one of
good.
my favorite fabrics that color combo is like
Mm-hmm.
boom. It's like
Uh-huh.
oh she hit the ball out of the park with that one. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that I love that fabric. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. As soon
Hmm.
as I saw those, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Take
Especially
all
the
my
purple and the
money.
black too. The
Oh
the
yeah.
starry with the purple is the background, the purple, and then the black with the black stars. That
Mm-hmm.
one's a really good combo too with those colors. And I was just like,
Yeah.
ooh, yeah.
Super pretty. I know. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's hard to like
Yeah.
not buy every single thing that comes out,
Yeah.
especially from them, but there's just so much good fabric out there and
I
like
know.
so many cool quilt patterns and so many cool designers. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
there's not even enough hours in the day. Even if I just sat and sewed
It's
all
not.
day, there's not enough
Yeah.
hours in the day to make all the things that I want to be able to make. So it's kind of
Mm-hmm.
like I get overwhelmed almost and like freeze. So I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just won't make anything, I
Yeah.
guess, because I don't know what to
Yeah.
do. But do you ever feel that
Right.
way?
I do. Like when I'm doing a project, I have like so much fabric, and then I'm going through my fabric. I get so overwhelmed because I'm like, I have like too many choices. And I'm
Hmm.
just like, now I have to like start narrowing everything down. Like, do I just want to do like various shades of like blues quilt, or do I want to do a various shades of like purples? Because, or
Hmm.
like, do I just want to do all bold like prints? It's just like because I have like so much fabric that I could choose from that I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I don't know. I just don't know." And then I'm just like the last quote I did it for my friend Jamie, the Christmas quilt,
Mm,
decorating day.
yeah.
And I used some old prints and some new prints from Ruby Star Society, which Kim is coming out. I think it's coming out in February or March. Her it's called Christmas, no, Merry Happy. Um,
Mm-mm.
but like I had like all these prints from like Jolly Darling, and what was it? What was the other Christmas? Oh, Flurry.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so I'm like using all those, but I had like so much that I was just like, what do I use?
Hmm.
And I'm just like, oh my gosh, because like you could fussy cut like it was
Right.
because she has like the little bowls, the Christmas bowls on there. So I was like,
Hmm.
oh, like I can use this one with the bears, with
Yeah.
this fussy cut. And I'm just like, it was just like overwhelming, but I got it done. But it was just like the beginning process was a little overwhelming because I just had too many fabrics to pick from. And they were
Yeah.
like all so good and I couldn't make it.
Right. Right. You're like, how can I put all of this in
I
here
was
all at
like,
once?
oh. I know. And I'm just like, ugh. So I was thinking about like maybe I'll do a backing, but like with more of the fabric on the back, but make like something else going on where it'd be like a twofer, like two quilts
Yeah.
in one. Cause I just want to use all the Christmas fabric, but I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm still thinking about it.
Yeah. Yeah. That can be tricky though,
Yeah,
too,
so that's
in and
like
of
my
itself.
process.
But
Yeah.
oh yeah, oh God.
Yeah.
I know. It's just there's too much good stuff and it's too hard to pick sometimes.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
I don't know. But I still want to do it. So it's like I just have to like
Hmm.
push myself sometimes to like get over that
Hmm.
initial like
Yeah.
hard spot of picking and
Yeah.
then I'm like just start.
Yeah. Like, I don't have a problem with starting a project. It's just
Hmm.
like picking out the fabrics or like the color, because I'm still not good at like how colors go together.
Mm,
So but like far as me, I'm the friend that like I'm always staying on top of my projects, always
mm,
finish it before like my other friends, and I'm motivating them to like, okay, let's get started, guys, let's get
hmm.
started. Or like I'll go over there and be like, we're gonna sew on this Tuesday after I get off work, or we're gonna sew on this Sunday, just to get them motivated to get stuff done. Because
Yeah.
if not, then they just like don't do it. And I'm just like, you've been working on this for the last 3 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, we need to get this done. And
Yeah. It's time to
they like
finish.
that about me because they were like, oh my God, Kiki, you're so fast. You're so like, I'm like, well, honestly, I'm not fast. I just take like 30 minutes here, hour here, or
Hmm.
whatever. If I have like a Saturday where I have nothing else to do, maybe I'll sit in my studio for like 3 hours and just sew,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
cut fabric or whatever I'm doing. So I'm like,
Hmm.
it just all depends like how I feel, what mood I'm in. But I'm always trying to like uplift people and trying to motivate them to like get stuff done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
Get
all
their
need,
whips done.
yeah. Whip their whips in shape.
I
Yeah.
know, right? It's like,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I love that. It's so fun.
yeah,
Well, you do have a YouTube channel, which I
I
saw.
do.
Yeah. Like, have you, I guess like, yeah, do you enjoy kind of teaching and creating tutorials or do you hope to do some more of that in the future?
That is like one of my goals is to really get my YouTube, I guess, like I don't know, like, okay, so how I initially got into this YouTube thing, because I follow this network. It's called the Black Sewing Network.
Okay.
And Carmen is always on there trying motivating people like if you want to just put yourself out there, okay, if you want to get more followers on Instagram or you want to do YouTube. So I just created YouTube just to create it because like she was like, "Oh, you should do it." And I was like, "Okay, why not?" And
Yeah.
then I just started posting stuff on there. And like I would love to do like real tutorials. Like I would never probably get like Missouri Star level of like quality, but I was like, well, I could just do like, oh, like show you how to do a half square triangle, or something like, or FPP, it's just something very simple where
Hmm.
I don't have to edit that much
Yeah.
or have like the right lighting or something like that. Cause like they
Sure.
always like, oh, it's all about the lighting and all about this. So like I kind of get intimidated by it because like
Hmm.
I don't have all that stuff. And I see some
Yeah.
people like, oh, they have like the little microphone or they
Yeah.
and they have like these cameras like that's like on a rail or something. And I'm just like, I don't have none of that stuff. And I'm like, do I want to like spend money on all this? Like, I don't
Right.
know. I'd rather buy fabric. But I don't
Yeah.
know. Like I really do want to get back into the YouTube thing because I did have fun doing it.
Hmm.
Um I did. I put myself out there to like collaborate with a few people, but they never like respond back to me where we could do like a collab. But
Mm.
I think if I did that and I did collaborations where like I'm just not by myself, I'll
Hmm.
feel a little bit more comfortable doing it than just like by myself because then I won't have so much pressure.
Yeah.
Um, but I would love to like make more YouTube videos where I'm just showing like just the life of like me being in my studio sewing, like how I make this dress or how I'm making these pajama pins or how I make this quilt, how am I binding it? Like I
Yeah.
just taught myself how to do the hand binding where you do like the blind stitch.
Yeah.
Like I could have like videoed myself doing that, but I was just like, well, do I really want to get out the camera and do all of that? And then like I have to
Right.
go ask my husband, like, oh, can you hold this for me?
Yeah.
It's like my poor husband. You gotta give a shout out to all the husbands out there because we be having them do a lot. Holding the quilt. No, stay steady. No, this way, that way. Or
Yeah.
like, video us. It's just like, oh my God, our husband loves us a lot.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah,
but
for
yeah,
sure.
overall, I would love to do a YouTube. I would love to do more videos for YouTube, to put myself out there.
Hmm.
Um, just to do like tutorials on just like basic sewing stuff, just to get
Yeah.
people engaged in my videos,
Yeah.
just to meet new people. Um, because I feel like there are good tutorials, but I feel like it could be way more, you know?
Hmm.
It like
Yeah.
where it's more engaging, more fun, like just relaxing. Just the way we're talking right now, I feel
Yeah.
like they don't really have that where you could just talk and sew and like, just crack jokes on one another or just talk about like serious topics or like fun topics or whatever.
Yeah.
Um that's what sort of what I want to do. Like me and my friend was thinking about doing something like that, but
Yeah.
um we just haven't really like sat down and really talked about it. But yeah,
Yeah.
I now that we're talking about it, maybe I'm gonna like do it.
Yeah. You should. I
Yeah.
I've done a couple YouTube lives with people,
Mhm.
and that's fun because like it stays on your YouTube. So it's like a
Mhm.
video that gets just made and it's posted and you don't have to do anything about it. Like it just goes onto
Yeah.
your channel. But you can invite other creators and you can chat while you sew, or
Mhm.
you can like, you
Mhm.
know, be working on something together, or teaching something together, um and then it's just like on your page. So like that's a way that I
Yeah.
found is like super fun. And I haven't done a lot of lives, but
Mhm.
you know,
Mhm.
that does sound super fun. Cause yeah, you're right. Like having a tutorial that where somebody like made the video, edited it, whatever is fun. But at the
Mhm.
same time, it's like if it's like a live stream where you're chatting and like
Mhm.
it's more like you're just sitting in this,
Organic, you know?
yeah,
Yeah.
organic, like just
Yeah.
hanging out. It's like some
Mhm.
people learn a lot better that way too, where it's a little more
Mhm.
relaxed, and they
Mhm.
could ask questions, people can ask questions in the lives, and if they're joining, and you can kind of respond to them in real time versus
Mhm.
like having to wait until you see their comment on the video that you made 2 months ago, and like
Yeah.
you're like, oh, somebody finally asked a question. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Sounds fun though.
It is fun. Like just engaging with people on YouTube, like
Yeah.
you just see like a different perspective of like how people see things. Especially like when I do like the Black Sewing Network where they
Hmm.
do their tutorials. It's like they like you said, they are very engaging. They're like responding to your questions. Are they making jokes? Or they like one girl be like, yeah, I never use earn. Like, and you're supposed to press your stuff, supposed to press your
Yeah.
seams. And she'd be like, no, I don't use that. And then like somebody be in the comment like, no, 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 your stuff is not gonna come out right if you don't press it.
Hmm.
Or, just stuff like that. Or
Yeah.
like if somebody's not getting like how to do like a Y seam, like maybe you could
Hmm.
explain on the live, like, oh, this is how you do the Y seam, or
Yeah.
something like that. So
Yeah.
it's just like I really like the aspect of doing it live because it's just like it's very organic. It's just you like having a good talk with your girlfriend or friend, and you
Hmm.
like, okay, like this is what we doing tonight. We're just hanging out, having fun, just sewing, just talking about life and what's going on.
Yeah.
And I would love to do that, but I just feel like I probably need to start off doing it with someone else first. But you
Yeah.
never know. I might do one this weekend. I don't know. You
Yeah.
motivated me to like do one this weekend
Oh, good. Well,
because I
good.
can go live on my YouTube. I've never done it.
Yeah, it's
So
easy.
yeah, I have the followers. I think I
Yeah.
have like 100 and some followers, so it
Hmm.
allows me to go live. I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So why not?
It's
Yeah. Maybe I'll put
yeah.
myself out there.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
Cheerlead you to do it. Yeah. Well,
Thank
you're such
you.
a cheerleader for everybody else, so I'll be a
I
cheerleader for you
know.
to go do your
Oh,
YouTube
thank
because
you.
yeah, it's I think it's you have such a great personality, and you genuinely enjoy sewing and encouraging other
Mhm.
people to learn it and try things. And
Yeah.
so I
Mhm.
think it's just another avenue for you to do that and be so fun
Yeah.
to see. And so I'll
Mhm.
I'll keep my eye on it and watch for it
Yeah.
because
Well, thank you.
I'll join. That sounds fun. Um, well, thank you for joining today. I've had so much fun talking to you and getting to know more about you. And I love that we have so much in common in like our tastes in fabric and like what we like to
Yeah.
work on. So that's really fun.
Mhm.
And I'm excited to get to meet you in person at QuiltCon, like
I
officially,
know.
instead of
Yeah, we
seeing you
have
from
to.
afar and being like, I think I know who that is. You know, how it's like
Yeah.
you see
Yeah, yeah,
people from
yeah.
afar and you're like,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna go say hi. Like you talk yourself out of it. But
Oh, no.
um,
I tell people all the time, like, if you see me like out in public, just say hi. I'm gonna say hi back, and I'm probably gonna talk to you for a good 10 minutes.
yeah.
Especially if it's about quilting or sewing or just anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's just who I am. Like, I'm just a friendly person, and if you see me, if you want to give me a hug, give me a hug. If you want to just say hi, and I'll compliment you, especially if you got on something really pretty, quilty, especially at QuiltCon.
Mm-hmm.
I look forward to seeing everybody at QuiltCon, see what the makes are, to like grab lunch or dinner or just like a happy hour or whatever.
Yeah.
I really wish that, like I was telling Megan for Ruby Star Society, like
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, why Ruby Star don't do like a happy hour after
Yeah.
like QuiltCon on like Saturday or Friday? She was like,
Yeah.
oh, because of the liability. And I'm like, maybe I should do something where I'm like, just put out this massive Instagram post, like tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, like let's all meet up at such and such place, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Cause like a
Yeah.
lot of people, like I feel like people just go back to their room because they're like, oh, I don't know what to do. But if you
Yeah.
want to go out and just like, even if you're just drinking an iced tea, like just
Mm-hmm.
come out anyway, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so I it's funny because like so much stuff happens in like the hotel lobby after, or like,
Hmm. Hmm.
whatever, like people just kind of hang out in everybody's like hotel lobbies because
Hmm.
even if you're not staying in the hotel, it's like everybody just kind of goes back into the lounge and like hangs out. And
Hmm.
um it's so fun because it's like there'll just be like big groups of people hanging out and like getting
Hmm.
drinks from the bar. It's like I don't drink, but I was like getting all the mocktails and like the
Yeah,
fancy
yeah.
like non-alcoholic
Hmm.
drinks and be like,
Yeah.
that sounds good, and it like looks really fancy.
Yeah.
So I like look like I'm drinking, but not
Hmm.
that I care about that. But it's just like,
Yeah.
I don't feel like so separate, like, oh, I'm just
Yeah.
drinking water. It's
Yeah.
like, no,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
get to have
Yeah.
a fun, fancy drink too. And there's
Yeah.
lots of like, yeah, there's lots of different ways you can do meetups and join ups and like hang out with people. And
Hmm.
there's so many cool places, especially in Raleigh. Like there was just some really cool restaurants and bars and stuff around the
Hmm.
convention center that were easy to get to
Hmm.
and fun to hang out in and accommodating. So
Yeah.
yeah, you could totally like set something up,
Hmm.
and yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Maybe I'll
Super.
do that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll do that. See
Yeah.
what happens. Well, thank you for having me. I
Yeah. Well,
really
before we
enjoyed this conversation.
Yeah, me too. Me too. It's been really fun. But before we wrap up, I was
Okay.
wondering if you had a tip or a piece of advice for the listeners.
Yeah, just put yourself out there. If you're afraid to do something like go to QuiltCon by yourself, just do it. Just do it. Don't worry about like, oh, I'm afraid. Oh, what people gonna think of me walking by myself. Just do it. Just put yourself out there because everybody is so friendly at QuiltCon. They're gonna take you in like you're your sister, brother, uncle, cousin, or whatever. They're gonna be like, oh, we BFF. So just
Mm-hmm.
just put yourself out there. I think that's what people need to start doing, and that's what I did when I went to my first QuiltCon in Atlanta. Is I just put myself out there and went to Atlanta and I had a ball.
Yeah.
And I never looked back. And I was like, you know what? If I had to go to QuiltCon again by myself, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you know you can do it and it's going to
Yep.
be
I know
a
I can
good
do
time.
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you again. And we'll see each other very soon.
Yeah. And everybody follow me, Black Girl
Yeah.
Magic Quilting on Instagram and my YouTube. Maybe I'll have a new YouTube video out by the time this comes out.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll put links in the show notes to your Instagram
Okay.
and to your YouTube so that people can get to you in just one click easy. So,
Okay.
okay.
Well,
Thank you.
thank you. Bye.